Okie dokie. It looks like my load is ready to be picked up. I just got the notification. So I'm headed to dock door 140. Alrighty, here we go. Right now. So we got a little ways to go down here. They definitely don't want you speeding back here. So I got to keep it about 5 miles per hour. Sure is a lot of trailers. It's amazing as I drive across the country here, and I drive past some of these big, facilities. Not just Amazon, but other shipping and receiving facilities. Walmart's, places like that. They all have their own big facilities like this too, and you just see just thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands of tractor trucks, tractors, and trailers just everywhere. It's amazing. And so you see all these, trucks. And trucks is what really gets me. And you think, man, all those trucks just sitting there with no drivers for them. It's crazy. There is a high demand for truck drivers out there right now, and pretty much there, always will be as long as this country's economy continues as it does. 140. Oh, I just passed it. There it is, right there, and it's got a green light, so we're good to go. Let me turn around. I'm sitting there rambling on, just not paying attention. But yeah, so there's a high demand for this job, for the career. So any of y'all out there who are looking for a freaking cool ass job, I recommend it. It's only my 3rd week here, 4th week or whatever it is here, but it's cool. It's a lifestyle, and it takes a certain kind of person to be able to do it. But if you can handle the time away from home and sleeping in a truck, the adventure of it's totally worth it. I don't know if you saw that little truck going by in front of me just a second ago. Those guys are called what do they call them? Yard jockeys. And what they do is, they just drive around and look, hook up trailers that need to be moved from one spot to another all day long. That's just what they do. It's funny. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, I just had to check the height of the trailer real quick, and now I'm going to back up and hook to it. There we go. That should do her. And I'm going to do a little tug test to make sure it's locked in, and I'll be back. Okie dokie. I'm all hooked up. Filled out some e-paperwork, and get to pull out and go back out the gate. Miles an hour, Kel. So what I'll be doing next here is gonna go through this gate, and right now I'm rolling with the trailer doors open. I just pulled out of the loading dock, so trailer doors are open, and so I'm gonna run up here to the gate and stop, shut the engine down, and go walk back, you know, to the end of the trailer with the, you know, the gate guard guy, and he's gonna give me a seal for the trailer doors. I'll close the trailer doors, put the seal on, get a picture of that from the boss, and he should be handing me some hard copy paperwork for my bill of lading. And then I'm gonna pull up, you know, somewhere here nearby and fill out some other stuff. Do a quick pre-trip on the trailer. Pre-trip, I mean an inspection on the trailer. You know, just kind of something you got to do to make sure it's safe to be hauling down the road, long distance and all that. I'm gonna do that. I don't need to fuel up. I got plenty of fuel to get back to Troutdale. I'll probably go back to the Aurora TA at some point, I guess. And well, I don't know. We'll see. You know, we'll see what happens after I deliver this load. You know, chances are he'll have another load for me to pick up, because I'm gonna have a good amount of time left in the day to keep going. Let me see here. Let me pull up my address on Garmin. Recent. I'm going back to that same facility in Troutdale. 271 miles. Is that right? Is that the right one? Must be. It's got to be. Yeah. That's the right one. 271 miles. Geez, yeah, I mean, it's a long, okay, so 331 actual miles. 271 is as the crow flies, I guess. So it's 331 miles, and it's giving me 4 hours and 51 minutes drive time. And it ain't, you know, and it's about right too. I mean, it's a long 331 miles, because the speed limits here in Washington for trucks are 65 and 60. The car's speed limit is 70 and 75, so trucks are just 5 miles an hour slower than the cars for some reason. I don't understand why they do that in these western states. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you have traffic going in different speeds just because it's a truck? It just doesn't make any sense. You know, what? Like, is it supposedly supposed to be safer for trucks to go 5 miles an hour slower? Just for some reason, it doesn't make any sense. That, and then it's harder on the, you know, it actually sucks up more fuel, because, you know, when you know, you're going through some of these hills, you need to keep the truck in the power band, you know, and if you're going, you know, X amount of miles slower going up this hill, and you lose your power band, now you're just dumping a bunch of more fuel into the cylinders, and it's kind of just being wasted, you know. So I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just a dumb thing, really, in my opinion. I don't understand it. All the other states, you know, it's trucks and cars are the same speed limit, you know. So, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, you're going uphill in one of these big heavy trucks, and you lose your power band. Next thing you know, you're shifting down, and you know, to get back into your power band, you know, like in this truck, you know, it's between 14 and 15 or 13 and 1500 RPMs is where it really has its power, and now you're dumping a whole bunch more fuel in, you know, so it's just, I don't know, it's weird. Anyhow, all right, well, this video here is like 10 minutes long already. I didn't realize, so I'm gonna cut this one short, or cut this one long, I guess, and pick up later. See you. Alrighty then, we are off to the races.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Just went out the gate at the Amazon and filled out all my paperwork. Put the seal on, closed the doors, yada yada yada. Got my bill of lading. Sent off some information. And now I am en route back to Troutdale. Have a very, very light load here. I mean, super light. It's amazing. Thing is, I peeked in the trailer there just to, you know, because I saw beforehand that it was a pretty light load. I mean, shoot, it's like 5,000 pounds. That's it. So I went ahead and peeked in the trailer before I closed it up, and surprisingly enough, it's like half full. I mean, the trailer's loaded at least halfway down it. Let's see if I can find my gear here. I completely just lost my gears.
Turn left on Washington 902.
Oop, there we go. So, yeah, I peeked in there, and it's like, I don't know, it's like 9 pallets or 10 pallets or something. We got a 53-foot trailer, and it's loaded all the way, you know, at least halfway through, full, if not 2/3 towards the rear. So, it's just, I guess, a lot of volume and very little actual mass. So, whatever. Cool with me. I mean, that makes my trip nice, you know. I mean, going through these little rolling hills and stuff and all that, it sure does make passing other trucks very
Turn
easy.
left on Washington 902.
And it makes,
turn right.
It makes going through the truck scales, the weigh stations, you know, far less stressful. So, cool beans, huh? So anyhow, I guess I'm gonna keep this video here down to a what's the phrase? You know, down to a roar, or down to, you know, below a roar. I don't know what the phrase is. I can't think of it. So anyhow, I guess I did all my chitter chatter in the preceding video. So gotta go. See ya.